Hi, I'm Rob Burris, Product Support Engineer with Carrier Corporation. Behind me is the OptiClean. I'm going to show you how to unbox, set up, and change the filters on this unit. Let's get started. This is how your OptiClean unit is going to come, except that there will be straps around the packaging here. You're going to want to first remove the straps before you attempt to unbox the unit. You want to start by pulling the top off. And then remove the sides. Once the sides are removed, we're going to want to remove this panel to get to the accessories that are stored inside. Once we remove the 4 screws, we can take this panel off and remove the accessories that are inside. In here we have your casters and the adapter that goes on the top of the machine. Once you get it to this point, the easiest way to attach the accessories is to lay the unit on its back. It's heavy, so you're going to want to have help for this step. To install the casters, the first thing you're going to need to do is remove these 2 screws from each side. Now don't throw these screws away. We're going to use these screws to attach the casters to the bottom. Okay, now we're ready for the caster. You're going to want to place it on the machine like this. Then use the screws you just took out to fasten it in. Now for the back caster, it's going to be the same process, except you're only going to have 1 screw on each side. And just like the previous caster, you're going to use the same screw you took out to remount. Next, we're going to install the top adapter. Inside the accessory box are the screws you're going to need to fasten the adapter to the top of the unit. We're going to start by placing the top adapter on the unit. It's pushed down snug and tight. Now we're going to use the included screws to mount. Now you may notice the holes on the top, on the front and back, are not pre-drilled. So it's going to take a little more effort to get these screws to go in. They are self-tapping screws. Now, before we install the front panel, we're going to remove this shipping cardboard. And then using the same screws that we took out earlier, we're going to secure the panel back in place and then get this set back up. Now when the filter indicator light comes on, indicating it's time to change the filter, it's easiest to do this with the machine lying on its back. However, it can be done while it's sitting in place, installed. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove the front panel. Then your pre-filter comes out by simply pulling down slightly and just pulling up. To replace the filter, you're going to slide the new one right back in place. Now, after replacing the pre-filter, if the indicator light doesn't go out, you're going to want to replace the HEPA filter, which is located in this compartment here. Okay. To change the HEPA filter, we're going to need to remove this panel first. You're better off, once you get the screws out, just to set the panel off to the side or move it over just a little bit, because all of your wiring is still connected right here. To access the HEPA filter, we're going to need to remove this panel. In order to do that, we have two nuts that need to come off of these long bolts. Now, once you remove these nuts, you can pull this bracket off right here. You're going to want to slide these bolts up out of the way. Now we're ready to remove the filter. Now if the filter is still in there too snug to pull out, you may need to loosen the nuts on the back just like you removed on the front. And we want to lift straight out. Okay, we've got it out. Your replacement filter is going to look exactly like this. It's going to come just like this, already cased. You're just going to reverse the steps to put it back in the machine. Okay, once you have the new HEPA filter and the pre-filter in place, we're ready to put the front panels back on and stand it up. Now, as you can see, it's easy to assemble and set up. It's very maneuverable. Just roll it into place, plug in the power, turn on your power switch, and select your fan speed. If you have any further questions, reach out to your distributor for more help.